Hello and welcome back to Meerkat Chris. Today we're going to be doing top 5 cooperative PlayStation 2 games. So let's get started. What?
What are you doing?
Top 5 PlayStation 2 cooperative games.
Shouldn't you be doing that with me?
I'm doing it with Kathleen.
Who's Kathleen? Hello.
Shut up. Hello and welcome back to whatever. Yeah, what are we doing today, Jack?
My top 5. PS. You're gonna have to blur that out.
Ruined it already. PlayStation 2, our favourite video game console of all time. All time.
Agreed.
Let's get started. What do we have at number 1, Jack?
Starting number 5 first.
Happy Easter, by the way.
Yeah. Number 5.
Wait, hold on. Why are we doing a top 5 co-op games, Jack?
Because you asked me to do a top
Papa-
5 co-op games.
Me and Jack used to play the PlayStation 2 together, and we played these games growing up, and these are the top 5 that mean something to us.
Sort of.
Number 5.
At number 5, we have everybody's favourite, GTA San Andreas.
Good choice, Jack. This had a really stupid split screen co-op sort of mode.
Oh yeah.
So we had to come across 2-player icons where you could actually physically walk into and activate a 2-player mode in the game, and we only ever found 2.
Yeah, one was near CJ's house.
CJ. And what did we used to do in this cooperative mode, Jack?
We used to fly around in the car
How did we fly around in the car?
using cheats.
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 Cheaters! We used to print cheats on A4 sheets of paper from the internet when we did have access to the internet a few years later.
Yeah, with a dial-up connection. You memorised quite a few.
It was good.
Yeah.
Especially the gun ones. Don't forget the police chasers, Jack.
Yeah, the ones if you drove too far away from them, they'd just turn off.
Challenging. What's up next?
What's up next? Star Wars.
Whoa, hold on. Number 4.
Number 4. Lego Star Wars, the video game. And Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy video game.
OT.
Didn't like the second one as much,
No, right.
but it was still kind of fun.
As much as I prefer the original trilogy Star Wars, I don't know, it was just a bit dull.
Yeah.
Especially, like, I always remember Jabba's palace as just being boring.
I think it was all the colours with the prequel trilogy.
It was very
all,
colourful.
yeah, very bright.
And then that was just really... And you lost Dexter's Cantina. Or Diner.
Yes.
Dexter's Diner was just gone. And that was like my favourite aspect of Lego Star Wars. There was character creation in that one though. That's where they introduced character creation to Lego Star Wars.
I thought you could do it on the first one as well.
No.
Oh no. I just tried to make myself into a Lego character.
Yeah.
I try to just make myself on any game.
Pretty much. Lego Star Wars was the first movie-themed Lego game. It pretty much started how they are today. They're pretty much identical to this still, really, if you've ever played a Lego video game. They're very similar and take a lot of aspects from this game that are still used today. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and very repetitive.
Very repetitive, but sometimes in a good way.
Yes.
What's number 3?
Number 3 is The Sims 2.
Sims 2.
2.
PlayStation 2. Like I've mentioned in some of my other videos, The Sims 2 is one of my favourite games of all time because whichever platform you get it on is completely different to another platform. Like this is completely different to the PC one, totally different to the PSP one, totally different to the DS one. Has a little bit of a story mode in there and you can play that 2-player split screen. And they kind of changed the way you could play it. You could kind of play it from a third-person perspective this time instead of the traditional click and play.
The best part about it for me was the creative aspect, creating the character, and then you get to design your own building.
Don't forget making food. You could actually make your own recipes, and if you got it right, you could make them throw up and die.
And then drown them in the pool.
Yeah, but everybody knows that. Yeah. This is what this Sims 2 has. You can poison your Sims by making specific type of ingredients work together.
I think we did it all the time.
No, we did it a couple of times and we didn't know how we did it, and then we tried to replicate it forever since and we never got it.
Ah, yeah. It's the only Sims game where as soon as I created the character and the building, I didn't just immediately get bored after.
This is the thing, I actually kind of sometimes do prefer the console versions of The Sims because they actually have a bit of an objective to them and a bit of story that you actually feel is worthy of playing. Like, I mean, although there isn't really a story, it's kind of, the objectives kind of work so you kind of feel like you're progressing your sim through the world, and it kind of, I kind of prefer it sometimes. Everybody's gonna hate us now.
Yeah. So I had The Sims 3, I don't know what happened to that.
It's in here.
Is it?
Yeah, it's down there. Number
2. For number 2, we have Star Wars Battlefront.
The original Battlefront for the PlayStation 2. What a beautiful game, am I right, Jack?
Oh,
right.
Gorgeous game.
A prequel and original trilogy era playstyles, both in characters and maps, arenas, whatever.
Even to this day, I still think it looks really good, and I still enjoy playing that game.
It looks really good in its own way. I mean,
yeah, it's sort
if
of
it
like
was made today, it would be a bad looking game, but for the time and what it is, it's appealing.
Yeah.
What's your favourite map?
Favourite map? Geonosis, I think, was mine.
Mine was always best bin platforms.
Yeah.
Where you could, like, you start on each side and you all fight to get the middle, and people get the X-Wings or the TIE Fighters or whatever and try to shoot. Or you climb on the top of the corridor that we used to do and run along and snipe everyone and try to get... Oh, that was brilliant.
I loved getting in the... What is it? The ships, the clone trooper ships.
The Republic gunships.
Republic gunships, and just going around to the enemy side, destroying their rockets.
I know, but the one thing I never liked about Battlefront was that even though you'd have like 200 soldiers to begin off with, for example, you would get down to like the last 10 or so, and we always used to think that if you gathered everybody into one Republic gunship, like you'd have like 6 or 7 people, you'd all be able to survive for it and
that
take
they
out
would
the enemy.
stay in the gunship, but no, they would jump out and die.
But even when we did manage to have, like, say we thought we had the last other soldier, so there was 3 of us in total, and there was only like 3 people left to die. Or
no, I think there was, because we didn't necessarily count because there was like 1 soldier, so and it always had like 1 soldier remaining, and we'd grab that soldier, get him in our ship, and there would be us 3 going around trying to keep that one thing up, and suddenly it's on 0 and he's still in the ship.
What else? Battlefront 2, you also have that in there. Remember, this is a duo.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Came out a year later and had episode 3 vibes. It had a lot of episode 3 themes in it, and you could actually play as the Jedi for once.
And we actually got this game early before its release.
Yes, somehow.
Thanks to me.
Somehow. Jack just walked into a shop one day before it was released and they had it, and he just bought it. So.
Yeah. I really liked the Jedi aspect of it, but it was... What was it?
It was just a bit rubbish, I thought.
Yeah, but like, it was like they were overpowered, but then they would just suddenly die. It would be about 10 seconds.
I always thought it was a bit overrated. Like, people always go to that game and say it's brilliant because you can play as Jedi.
Yeah, you would take you would spend the entire time during that mission trying to become a Jedi. As soon as you get it, you're like, oh, this isn't that good.
What's next? Number 1. And what is our number 1?
Number 1 is the game that you've said in pretty much every video that is your favourite game on the PlayStation 2 and perhaps of all time.
So I've ruined this as well.
So you've ruined it. Completely ruined it. It's Conflict Desert Storm.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Brilliant game that isn't so brilliant, really.
What are you talking about? It's brilliant.
Technically it isn't that good, but it's such a fun game, I think. And it's a game to us that holds up. Like, we always go back to it every so often. We used to go back to it every year and complete it.
I think it's just probably to do with nostalgia.
Maybe.
Probably.
But it's fun. It's like we've been playing Ghost Recon's Wildlands recently. It's a tactical shooter like this, and There's something about playing with other people in the same room with you that you can actually communicate with that is just so fun. When you're both like coordinating how you're going to get around a campsite or something, and how you're going to complete a mission together, and you have to keep each other, healing everybody to keep them in the mission and stuff. It's just
and one of the best features that no game seems to do that I've found is when your character dies, he's dead. Dead. You get a new one in the next mission.
Which was always so sad to us that, like, if Foley died or Bradley died, for example, that's it. No, not continuing. We're restarting the mission and making sure that they're alive in the next one, because we didn't want some replacement that we didn't care about.
To be honest, I would purposely kill, what was it?
Jones.
Yeah, Jones. I didn't like Jones. I'd kill him.
I used to think that when he was reloading his shotgun like this, I used to think he was nibbling on it. I always remember thinking of that when I was a kid. Just a small thing.
Yeah.
You had another one there as well. With
I do have another one.
tie.
Conflict Desert Storm 2. The graphics were updated quite a bit. There were more sort of darker tones and sort of like, they were much more bulky.
I think the textures were a bit better as well.
Yeah.
Like, when you actually compare the graphics between the character models, they look so much better, I think. This one holds up a little.
This one holds up.
The lighting's a lot better in it as well. I also remember, I love both pretty much equally, I think.
Nah, I prefer the first one.
No, I prefer the first one for nostalgic reasons, like you.
Yeah.
But I think number 2 might be a better game.
Well, there was Conflict Vietnam. We got up to like what the mission is, the mission where Foley dies, and we just
no, that's Conflict Global Storm.
Oh no, it wasn't. Was it?
Yeah, they're not in Vietnam.
Oh, forget it. Forget that. Forget that. It was Conflict Global Storm.
The last true Conflict game.
Yeah. We went to about, I think it was like only a quarter of the way in, and Foley was killed off. We were so sad about that we just stopped playing the game.
Forever.
And ever.
I don't think we ever went back to that one.
No.
No. I think maybe my favourite things about these games is the POW missions.
Oh yeah.
Every game seems to have one where you have to go to a POW camp and rescue them, and you have to keep them alive. And like, I actually liked having to protect AI in that game. Like, yeah, that's not something you usually say as a good thing about a game, but I thought that was cool about the POWs in Conflict Desert Storm.
I just, I like the fact that we just totally glazed over Franklin.
Yeah, and we obsessed over characters that had no character. There's nothing to them, but we love them.
If I ever went to a Comic-Con or an E3 event or something, I would dress up as Bradley.
Me, Foley. Even though we just look like generic soldiers.
Yeah.
But to us, we know who we are.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the video?
I think so.
I think we've finished.
Happy Easter! I want to do another one.
Happy Easter!
Hello and welcome back to Meerkat Chris.
When do I ever talk like that?
Alright, I got. I'll try to do you. Hello. Welcome back to Chris. And what?
What? Why do I ever do that?